lied countless times, repeatedly said that he didn't know / didn't remember to things that he clearly / probably knows. He avoided questions about having distributed on YouTube before Youngman.
While he could get away with it in this trial, he will not get away with it in his own trial because he can be punished for that, and he can be, the judge can take that not kindly when it comes to sentencing. Nothing stopping the judge from going all the way to the max, but the minimum has dropped.
Johnny Somali scamming with South Korean law. What is coming from Johnny Somali and Hank Yu just looks like a lack of seriousness still exists in the system of authority. Now, don't actually misunderstand me about that because people are also concerned about this. Here you can see some of the comments. One person said, "This has been going on for so long. I forgot what Johnny did, to be honest." Another person commented, "I think he's going to get away with it. Don't get me wrong, I want him locked up for life. But in my experience, horrible people get away with stuff most of the time." As this comment may be unbelievable for a lot of people, I think it's fully logical. Here you can see another one commented, "Courts are so unpredictable. He might be getting away." Also, another person is concerned, "He's still with Hank? Hank is dumber than I thought." So it's confirming people are also thinking about the situation from a deep concern and are fearful as Johnny Somali is making shady tactics. Now, definitely, I want Johnny Somali to face the maximum punishment, but if he doesn't, we need to talk about the truth here. So in this video of how Johnny Somali fully manipulates and scams the court, and if this is going on, then is the ultimate win coming from Johnny Somali possible? Here you can see a post saying that Johnny Somali is countersuing people or doing an Uno reverse. Realize in South Korea you can sue people for almost anything stupid, even lies. So this idea that Johnny Somali is going to sue Bong Bong for merely reacting to and showing his deepfake is a joke. So I had already warned many times before that Johnny Somali can do anything. Now here you can even hear from Atozi in this video.
And then finally he said he filed charges against 1 or 2 other people and mentioned Dogon, but not Bong Bong. So that's kind of interesting because why would he say 1 or 2? Because we know he filed them against Dogon, but maybe the ones he tried to file against Bong Bong were not successful.
Yeah, that proves even more. I've already shown many times that Johnny Somali's main target was to eliminate the charges against Bong Bong anyhow. From the news we've heard, even Johnny Somali and Hank Yu have been trying to intimidate the victims. That's not all. How Johnny Somali lied in court and manipulated the system to win for himself, you will see in this video. For context, Johnny Somali filed a counter lawsuit against his own case victims, Youngman, and also pressed charges for stalking. But when the proof is available showing that Johnny Somali himself stalked others and nobody was stalking him, why didn't the court or authorities take that into consideration? Why were the charges against Nanati not pressed against Johnny Somali?
Johnny is pressing charges against Youngman for a whole plethora of things. The new ones were stalking, which is extremely rich coming from Johnny because he was the one who live streamed himself stalking the female streamer Nanati. And then he admitted that he said, "Come find me" on both October 28th,
"Come get me,"
and October 30th.
"Come find me."
Essentially inviting the Korean streamers to go find him, which obviously mitigates the accusation of stalking.
So guys, did you hear that? Now my question is to you. As there's already proof available that Johnny Somali has been stalking other streamers and harassing them, why aren't the court and the authorities taking action on that? When Johnny Somali keeps finding ways to lie about the charges and even gets them dropped, isn't that a clear sign that he can do anything at any time? If the court and the authorities' intention was to give him the maximum punishment, shouldn't they also be investigating the situation more deeply? What do you think? Is the South Korean authority doing something unpredictable here that might actually end up benefiting Johnny Somali? Now in this video, you can also listen to Legal Mindset expressing concern about the situation, saying that if Johnny Somali keeps doing things like this, the judge might not be kind to him during sentencing.
So that was a big lie. So it just shows he's going to get on the stand and lie. And while he could get away with it in this trial, he will not get away with it in his own trial because he can be punished for that, and he can be, the judge can take that not kindly when it comes to sentencing.
Now, I agree with the point Legal Mindset is making, but as for what we're seeing right now, it actually doesn't look to me like the South Korean authorities are doing very well at this point. Johnny Somali is still out, enjoying his days and also creating chaos, conspiracies, and manipulating the system while scamming with South Korean law. After all of this, if Johnny Somali gets even a little opportunity, isn't that giving him hope and confidence? So are the South Korean authorities really doing anything effective? What do you think? Let me know your opinion. Not only that, even Legal Mindset is concerned about this. Here you can see it in this video.
My estimate is 1 to 7 years. Now the judge, if he decides to lie on the stand, whatever else, could say, hey, I'm giving you the max, I'm giving you 12. that is still fully within the judge's discretion. There is nothing stopping the judge from going all the way to the max. But the minimum has dropped. So, okay, we're looking at somewhere between 1 to 7 years, something like that. Even if they're not treating it as aggravated, even if they treat it as default, right? I'm not going to say this is mitigated. This is not a scenario where this is a mitigated situation. He's never said sorry. He's never apologized. He's never paid anybody back. None of that's happened. So 1 to 7 years, still very, very, very reasonable. So this is what's going to happen with Somali.
So guys, it's actually confirmed that the South Korean court can do anything, and the sentencing will be fully controlled by them. But the biggest discussion right now isn't the South Korean authority also hiding or ignoring a lot of the evidence against Johnny Somali? There are several pieces of evidence showing that Johnny Somali threatened the authorities and the South Korean public, but still no one has taken any action against that kind of disrespect.
You want to run up, I'm live. If I wasn't scared, I wouldn't be live. I broadcast my live location every day, every night, bro. I don't care. Come get me. Come get me! Come catch me. Come catch me. I'm in Dongdaemun. Dongdaemun. Come. Dongdaemun. Dongdaemun. Come. Dongdaemun.
But after all of this, Johnny Somali is still making use of the South Korean law as a bypass for his own profit. Don't you think the court should also be considering that Johnny Somali is using this loophole and manipulating the authorities? He has lied without limit and even made false claims about the victims while filing counter lawsuits against them.
Lied countless times. Repeatedly said that he didn't know / didn't remember to things that he clearly / probably knows. He avoided questions about having distributed on YouTube before Youngmun, in quotes saying, "Police already verified I didn't make it," and then he fell back on the whole "I didn't make it" excuse over and over again, because for some reason he really thinks that production versus distribution is still relevant here. He then says that in November, Youngmun made false accusations against Johnny. This is why he apparently filed the charge, which also admits transactional nature here. He also falsely claims that Youngmun distributed first. He then lied to his lawyer on March 27th, said that both Youngmun and Bongbong distributed first. And then he claimed that Youngmun leaked his address, but also claimed he didn't know his own address, so he couldn't even confirm that he knew his own address to know that his address was leaked to begin with.
So this is the proof of how Johnny Somali is scamming with South Korean law and using the South Korean system to escape accountability. If all of this continues, Johnny Somali might file lawsuits against other victims next. Now, the South Korean authorities and others should be fully aware of this situation and should not give any chance to Johnny Somali. Here you can see some of the comments. One person commented, "This whole situation with Johnny looks like a circus for Korea. It's all bark with no bite." Another person said, 12 years is not long enough. And here's another comment. Korea deserves him if they let him free. I definitely find these comments logical given the circumstances. What about you? Do you find them logical or not? So, after seeing all of this, it's clear how Johnny Somali is manipulating the South Korean system for his own benefit. The authorities now face a critical choice. Will they finally take firm action, or will he keep finding loopholes to escape accountability? What do you think? Is justice really being served here, or is Johnny Somali still one step ahead? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep a close watch on how this situation unfolds.